Well, we shall find out. Um, all right, I'm sure you'll be fine with mysteries. Uh, what's the mighty MP6 without a Mara to guide you, right?
Right?
Okay, well, let's get into it. Let's get my notes organized here. Okay, so let's drag you across to the map of Wildmount so you can get a, a better perspective of where you are. So you guys are over here in Tasoa. Now you managed to get yourself involved in a bit of inter-clan tension, shall we say, that involved the murder of a young lad called Jack Whitbone. Um, there seems the leader of the Regver suspect it's the Magis people. The Magis people suspect the Regver are the sort of this. But the end result is Jack Whitbourne is dead, and some of the vessels of the Magist fleet were set on fire, which is quite a serious thing considering the location of Tasoa. It is very much the lumber that comes from this nearby wilderness gets taken down the river all the way to Port Damali, where it's used for among other things, shipbuilding. So a very important town for not just Port Damali, but the entire Menagerie Coast. So if the logs start flowing, well, questions are going to be asked, shall we say. So it might just seem as if a boat has burnt down, but it's a lot more serious than that. You investigated the site of where Jack Whitbone was murdered, and you didn't find a lot of clues. You did notice there was some poison inside of Jack Whitbone's body, and that's pretty much where we left it. You have talked to the Sarosta of Starosta of Tasoa, and uh, they were prepared to pay you guys some suitable compensation for getting to the bottom of this. So Mighty MP6, I think where we left it off was Mara. Mm-hmm. Mara, who's not here, discovering the poison inside of poor Jack Whitbone's body. So, what would you like to do?
What kind of poison was it? Did we see that, or did Mara tell us that?
Um, I believe some. No, you don't. You don't know what type of poison it is, but I think Mara has spotted the poison like inside of the body. It was very hard to spot, but from memory, her perception, investigation, whatever it was quite high. Her medicine check was a natural 20.
Yeah, that for 28. Yep, right
Mm-hmm.
there. Well, guys, you guys have any suggestions?
Uh, does she have detect poison? Because wouldn't that tell us what poison it is?
That is an excellent idea. Let me bring up Mara's character sheet. Bring up the description for detect poison. Where is it? Detect poison and disease. Sense the present location. You also identify the kind of poison. Okay, so let's say Mara thinks that's an excellent idea from Attamack. Who says you guys cannot solve mysteries without Mara? Um, she does detect it. Um, Now, she knows that this poison is quite deadly. A creature subject to this poison is likely to take more than enough to kill a commoner many times over. It's a type of poison called purple worm poison. And taking this,
Okay.
just mechanically thing, is you take 12d6 poison damage.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
So
Purple. Yep.
Can we? Now, where do we know in this town what might know more about poisons, or they could get that kind of thing?
I mean, you don't know. I mean, you've only just arrived in this town.
Okay, so we can. Who do we know, guys? That we can ask. I'm trying to remember who we actually know here. Oh yeah,
Oh.
Arrow. You know this town, right?
A little bit. He's been traveling through. Um, we could try to find somebody that knows a little bit about medicine, maybe, or we could go back to the Marquis and ask her if she knows anything.
Or those people we've been talking to in the guilds. We could ask them if they know where they might acquire. If they've got a what's it called? The not a pharmaceutical shop.
Go to the nearest pharmacist.
Yeah, right. Call something, but my brain's not working.
Alchemist.
Alchemist?
Yeah.
Apothecary.
There
Yeah.
you go.
That's yeah. So we go to one of the. I mean, I only know people who are in the guild, or we know the Marquis. Almost people know, right? So we either go to one of those three people and ask if they know anybody in town that would be an expert on poisons or herbs. So this isn't like an herb. This is like something unique.
We're still at the temple. Is that
yeah.
where we are right now?
Yes,
That's how it
yes,
works.
you're at the temple. That's right. And Mara requested, to take the body to the back and try and work it out, and she did it. And then the body was brought back. It's considered in poor taste to like dissect this poor gentleman out there in plain sight. But yes, you're in the temple. The temple dedicated to Melora.
Could Errol ask the priestess in charge? Is there anybody in town that might know about poisons? Anybody you could direct us to?
Poisons. Well, you could see Garland. You'll find her. She's a delightful little sweet young lady who's in fact a halfling lady. You'll find her in the fresh vines. Now she actually runs a florist shop, but she might know a few things about bits and pieces. We could also see Greyholm, who's a furbolg, who runs a specialty herbs and potion shop called Friends Not Food. So try
Yeah,
fresh.
we mentioned that before. Yeah. I'd like the name of that place. You guys want to try that one?
Yeah, that sounds good. The halfling lady sounds, maybe she deals more in, like herbs and that kind of thing, and maybe this guy might know about purple worm poison. Sounds like it's derived from an animal of some sort, so he might know more.
So we're gonna head over there, guys. You all good with that?
Yes.
Which one?
All right.
Friends Not Food or Fresh Vines?
Friends, not food.
And did you go here before? I can't remember.
I don't
It
think
came
so.
up.
I think we did mention it, but I don't think we went there, did we?
Yeah, that's.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you
The
mentioned
name sounds familiar though.
It does. Also, last 30 minutes, hour of the game, I don't usually remember very well. So
Okay, so you head over to the central plaza of Tasoa. There's lots of these like the Friends Not Food and Fresh Vines are practically neighbors to each other. But you enter the Friends Not Food and you see like a nice little wooden frame above the door with lots of happy animals, and they're all kind of getting along. Like there's elks and mountain lions, and everybody's getting along, which is odd because mountain lions and elks don't tend to get along. But you open up the door, and you're immediately just your senses are overloaded by the smells. There's rosemary, thyme, all sorts of things that burn on the inside of your nostrils, and you see just lots of potions, herbs drying on the ceiling, crushed up herbs inside a mortar and pestle. This rather large furbolg is currently mashing these things inside a mortar. Now, obviously, a tall gentleman, as furbolgs tend to be, good 6.5 feet, and looks around and says, yes, hello. How can I help you?
Should Errol talk to him?
Yeah, yeah. Errol's gonna be the
All
one
right.
thinking a lot. That's just so you
Okay. Yeah, no worries. Errol says, hey there, friend.
You can call me
Wouldn't
Greyhome.
know
Greyhome, friend. My name is Greyhome.
Greyhome. Pleased to meet you. I'm Errol. Um, we're we're looking into we're kind of performing an investigation of sorts. We're wondering what you might know about poisons, concoctions, specifically purple worm poison. Does that ring any bells?
Oh my, purple worm poison. That is a most serious concoction. What are you asking me about this for? You're not going to be starting brewing such a wicked potion, are you?
No, no, of course not. We want to actually get to the bottom of who might have brewed something like that, actually.
Hmm. Make a persuasion check, Errol, for the first roll of the night. Set the tone.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh. So you wanting to know how would one come about purple worm poison? Is that what you're asking me, Errol?
Uh, yes, that's what we'd like to know.
Well, to start with, you first of all need. You look like a smart young man, Errol. Why don't you tell me what the first ingredient, what you first need to generate purple worm poison? What's the first ingredient you need?
Well, I'd imagine you'd have to go squeeze something out of a purple worm.
Yes, which is not the easiest thing. I don't know. I've never seen a purple worm, but my understanding is they could eat cities, not to be trifled with. So first of all, yes, start with an incapacitated purple worm. But that's merely the first part of the process. You harvest it from the purple worm. Then there's a special acid you need to mix it with because it's far too viscous. It's very thick. You get it from the kidney of the purple worm. You mix it with some high strength acid, kind of breaks down the purple worm kidney, and you end up with this dreadful, dreadful purple worm poison. So you're going to need a purple worm, preferably incapacitated, and some rather strong acid.
Now, I haven't seen any purple worms around, but where might one, if one needed to find acid this strong, where would one find that in this town in Tusoa?
Well, any number of establishments could use poisoned. I use acid. As I said, it have to be a particularly strong type of acid. I don't know off the top of my head who would use such a thing.
Hmm. And those are the two ingredients, you say.
Yes, yes, strong acid and purple worm kidneys, basically.
And would we be the first folk that have come around and asked you about this sort of poison?
Well, yes, no one has ever asked me about purple worm poison. In fact,
Who else might know about it naturally? I'll whisper that to Errol because he could call me when I talk to him.
Yeah, Errol will pass that along. Is there anybody else in town that might have expertise in this?
well, perhaps Garland at Fresh Vines. He knows a thing or two about growing poisons. You could try the taxidermist.
Oh.
World class taxidermy is called. Those are the only ones who would possibly know more than me about purple worm poison.
Would you say that the taxidermist, does he specialize in exotic sorts of taxidermy?
Yes, he likes the more strange, the more endangered it is, the better.
Hmm. Well, thank you. You've been very helpful.
You're most welcome, Harold. Come back anytime.
Yeah. I guess we'll make our way out, and I'll just chat with the rest of the group. Should we go? I guess Fresh Vines is right next door, but it sounds like maybe we ought to pay the taxidermist a visit here.
Yeah, we go next door though. Twice they mentioned her, so we can kind of go there and then go to the taxidermist, right? Save some time in case we have to come back.
Yeah. We'll make our way into Fresh Vines.
Okay. Fresh Vines, the scent as you enter the room is quite opposite to Friends Not Food. Just pleasant flower smells, sweet smell of roses, daffodils, all sorts of things. And the entire inside of Friends Not Food is just covered with all types of flowers of all different colors, yellows, greens, reds. And it's quite jumbled, it's quite messy. But just behind the counter, you see someone putting together some type of bouquet, putting together nice things. And this is quite the opposite of Grey Home. It's a very, very short female halfling. It says, "Hi there. Welcome to Fresh Finds. Is there something I can help you with?"
Yes, we're wondering if we could trouble you with a few questions. It shouldn't take long. We just we're investigating a few things on behalf of the Marquis.
Oh, yes.
Um, what do you know about purple worm poison? Has this ever come up in your line of work? Has anyone ever asked of it?
No, they haven't. And from what I understand, that is truly dreadful stuff.
Yeah, that's what we've come to understand as well. Now, let me ask you this. Do you have any sort of, do you have any sort of acids or concoctions in your shop that might be used in the process of making this poison?
Oh, no, no. I have no need for acid. I'm a florist. I mean, what do you expect?
Yes, yes. No, that's certainly sensible. Has anyone ever asked about poisons in general? I know that many flowers and herbs can also double as poison ingredients.
I, sir, am a florist. What is exactly that you expect me to say? I'm a florist, not a brewer of poisons. Come into my establishment, accuse me of harboring acid to concoct poisons? Maybe it's best that you leave.
Pardon me, I have been a little bit forward, and I apologize. We were not accusing you of anything, and we were merely trying to educate ourselves.
You believe I asked you to leave my establishment?
Well,
Can
if
I
that's
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
can I insight check her to see if she's like hiding something?
You sure
Yep.
can.
Let's see. Sorry. Insight. What? 10.
Just a second.
I'm gonna flash of genius myself. I'll make that a 14.
Um, uh, you don't know. Hard to get a read on her either way. She could be being entirely truthful. She could be lying through her teeth. You just don't know.
Okay.
Where's Mara when tech thoughts we need it?
Oh, well, you can have
I
Mara. Yep, Errol.
oh yeah. No, if we have Mara at our disposal, by all means.
Yes, you
Although
do.
maybe she could detect thoughts as I sort of
It's a
make
channel
a
divinity.
threat.
The channel divinity she's got, but I don't know
Yeah, I'm just looking at it
how she can
now.
use it. How she can use it. I think she just used it too, so I don't know.
Blessings of knowledge. Oh.
That's wrong spelled here. This mission.
I'm just getting through Mara's also just detect thoughts? I'm just going through her spell books. She has a spell book. Did she do that?
It's a class feature that she uses for that.
Last feature. Let's see. I've got Dream
Yeah,
Oracle.
she uses.
Yeah.
She's channeled divinity. What it is, what she uses.
Blessings of knowledge. No.
Mara made it up. She didn't really have it. She completely make all along for
Oh,
all
here
this
we go.
time. She's making it up.
Here we go.
That would be a twist.
Read thoughts. Channel divinity. So I assume she has some slots. You can choose one creature. Okay, so let's get a wisdom saving throw away. Her spell DC is not 11. It's higher than that, so it's a fail. You can use surface thoughts.
Can she do this as I maybe suggest that if I say something like, we could always go back and talk to the Marquis, get the authorities involved, but I think we came in here rather cordially, and the way you're acting is as if you have something to hide.
My simple florist. Why is that so hard to understand?
Well,
I've nothing to hide, but you've accused me of being a poison brewer. No such thing.
We simply said you might know more something about it. Not that you were a brewer of it.
Well, that's not
We
how
were
I
told
remember it.
Well, a member of your community has been murdered, and as a stand-up citizen, we thought that you would perhaps be willing to be more helpful and in this situation.
I might make a persuasion check, actually, Errol. Make a persuasion check. I'll tell the surface thoughts in just a second. Well, look, come back and have a look back here. I have nothing to hide. Come. She beckons you to go into the back of the florist shop. Do you follow?
I'm gonna kind of glance backwards at the rest of the group and kind of motion for them to come with me back there as we go.
Sure.
Hey,
Okay.
let me just read this. Okay, so the surface thoughts that Mara detects is firstly panic, and they're thinking about they desperately want to talk to someone. Panic, and they want to talk to someone. Doesn't tell you who they want to talk to, but they desperately want to talk to someone. So come on then. Mm-hmm.
I know what Mara would do now. She would use suggestion and say, "You really want to talk to us and tell us what's going on?" Because automatically fails because she's used that trick a lot. She's a Mara character quite well.
So let me just find suggestion.
Math suggestion. I don't have it though.
Let's go to D&D Beyond. The exact wording for suggestion. Yes, right. Automatically fails.
I can pop my math suggestion up. Should tell you the same thing.
Sweet.
You get it? Oop. Didn't mean to roll a thing. Sorry.
Yes, it is the same. Limit to a sentence or two. So she needs us to do 1 or 2 sentences. I'll let you guys decide what that is. And it has to be reasonable, right? So what does Mara
She wants
suggest?
to tell us. She wants to tell us all she knows about 2 sentences, right? So 2 asks or 1 ask. Let me read that again. one course of action, which basically tells us everything she knows, but within the context of the poison or and/or the murder.
I feel obliged to say that wouldn't work because, you know, if she murdered them, Francis, she's not going to tell you because that's not in her best interest, right?
Yeah. What's the distance say here? It's a
Maybe
charm.
maybe suggest she's over her head and letting us know a little bit about what's going on, may benefit her.
Mm-hmm. Is that what you say?
Do we want to suggest make that? Do we want to ask a
But I
direct
mean,
question or just kind of make a
no,
make a
suggestions are direction. You want them to do
Yep.
something. So
It's an order.
you
Yep.
want it's an action. Yeah, it's an order. But I'm trying to understand what the limitations are. You said not in the best interest, but you can make them give up gold, give up horses. So what's the? I thought unless it was trying to see where the limitation is in the spell. Can be charmed reasonable. Ask what you stab itself, throw itself sphere, emulate itself, or do some other obviously harmful act automatically negates the spell. It can be automatically harmful, but giving information shouldn't be automatically harmful. It might be indirectly harmful, but not automatically harmful.
Well, if it
Key
forces them
sentence,
to
I think.
confess to the crime, then that is harmful to them. Because then they're going to get arrested and or executed, depending on the severity.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
indirect though. It's like giving up information. Must be reasonable. So yeah, so we're here to help. We're really good friends, and you want to tell us everything you can regarding the poison or I'm up for this district, guys. You got anything else you guys want to say?
Well, he said that she's panicking, and there's someone she wants to talk to. So the person obviously knows something. So we should try to get a name.
Yeah, but how? If we can't get her to tell us something, that's really all I was trying to do was tell. The action I was trying to go for was tell us information. If that's going to result in direct harm, that or think you wouldn't be able to do that, then I don't know what else to ask her to do. Let's just say
We
lead us
just need to be
somewhere.
careful
what
with
if
our
what if
wording,
this
because
go ahead, sorry.
if we leave it too broad, he's just going to give us some roundabout answer. Essentially.
What if it's like um you didn't kill this guy,
Don't know that though.
but yeah, that's true. You want to give up the person that's truly at fault here.
Yeah, I would say something. We can help you if you can tell us what you know about the poison and who killed this person. If it's her, we still saying we can help. If it's somebody else, she's worried about somebody hurting her, we still saying we can help.
You guys are having a very long telepathic conversation. I'm going to
Yeah, I
press
know.
start on my phone here, and you got 1 minute to come up with a sentence. Otherwise, the spell is going to fizzle.
Okay, Errol, what do you want to do? You're leading the conversation. I'll let you just say it. I'm good.
The suggestion is these people can help you. Tell them who's really behind all this. If anybody else hates that, object in the
We
next
didn't have
minute.
enough. We didn't have any better things, so that's fine. We couldn't think of any better.
Okay, so that's well under 1 minute. So well done. Nothing like a ticking clock to hurry players along.
Yep.
So the suggestion is the mighty MP6 are a bunch of very reasonable people. And what was the second part, Errol?
You should tell them who's really behind all this.
Look, all I know is this is very difficult, but you know, the two guilds are at war. There's the Revelry and the Majest, and while they haven't been at a, I mean, it's been a friendly rivalry up to now, but then something's gone bad, and I can tell you that it's not the revelry, it's not the Majest behind this, and it's not the Rigveer behind this. It is definitely a third party. I shouldn't even be telling you this. What's he going to do to me? No, that's it. I'm sorry. I do know that it's not the Majest, it's not the Rigveer. It's a third party, but it's not quite frankly worth my life to tell you anything else.
What do you know about the taxidermist?
You're asking the halfling?
Yeah.
Oh, those humans are weird. Why you'd want to stuff an animal is beyond me. Very, very strange habit.
But the person that I forgot the name. Do you know anything about the individual? Do you have any feelings about them whatsoever?
Oh, they're weird.
Any knowledge about them? Weird. Okay.
And his name is Dieter de Corvo. Dieter de Corvo. He's a strange lad. He seems to come from money and uses his money to stuff animals. Really weird. Maybe you should go talk to him. That's an excellent idea.
Might. What's your thoughts about the Marquis?
Oh, a decent person. Tries to keep Tusoa well organized. Their heart's definitely in the right place. Yes, but go talk to the taxidermist.
Should we? And telepathically, I will say, should we just intimidate her into talking? And then I kind of start reaching for my gun.
So Colin's gonna look at Vivi and walk out.
Oh no.
Well, obviously this is a lead.
No,
and
I'm not
she's
arguing.
hiding stuff from us. Okay, then he's going to just say, he's gonna approach her then, and then he's going to say, "Look, I know you're scared, but we're here to help. We can protect you from anything that's gonna happen to you. We just need a little help."
I'm gonna cast friend on her.
Okay. What's your spell DC?
It's a 17.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Friends.
Friendship.
Oh, wait. I'm making a secret roll. I thought I rolled a natural 20, but I forgot to put the D in front of the D20. So it's always going to be 20. Okay.
We'll have to leave here pretty quickly after I do this.
So what's the duration? So up to a minute. Okay, so you cast friends on her. You do know that she failed her saving throw with a 15, so it was close, but not good enough. You have advantage on charisma checks. Oh, one creature of your choice. Oh, wait. You can't cast it for Vivi, though. It has to be you who gets advantage on the charisma checks.
Oh, okay.
Do you have charm person or something? Does that help?
I could do Fey presence. That would charm her. Or do you just want me to ask? I mean, my intimidation is pretty good because it's charisma based, right?
Oh, well, I wasn't intimidating her right there. I was just being upfront with her.
Well,
did that come off as a threat?
No, it seemed like you. No.
Okay, so Errol. So Vivi says, we're here to help you and we can protect you from any type of friend, any type of enemy. And Errol follows it up with
friends. Listen, we want to help you. We can tell you're not the type to go around murdering. Tell us who this he is that you're so afraid of, and we can make this problem go away. But you need to do it quickly.
Okay, make a persuasion check at advantage. As you say this to it, the backup of Vivi as well. Anybody even asked this poor halfling for a name? Anybody done that?
We already told the name, right? When we got here, we were told to talk to somebody. I thought we were told.
Grayland? Gray.
Yeah.
Greyholm was the Furbolg.
Gray.
If you haven't
No.
asked, Garland is her name.
Garland.
And as you suggest this, she bursts into tears and says, No, it was never supposed to happen like this. Look, you promise you can protect me, right?
Yeah, I
Yes.
promise.
How?
He's
I'll
going
bring
to
out my
just...
giant sword.
Yeah, I'll take out my gun. We're heavily armed.
Well, that's all great. So you're going to stay here for the rest of my natural born days and protect me here in Tesoa? The suggestion you're making is temporary.
If we catch
If
the
we
person, you won't need
must.
protection.
Oh, it's not just a person, though.
So it's a group.
Yes, and you can't protect me from that.
Well, I mean, you've already told us this
Marquis
much.
can't
You might
know.
as well go all the way through.
If you can guarantee me protection, yes.
Yeah, we're working with the Marquis. We can arrange something for you, friend. What was her name? Graylin?
Garland.
Garland.
Yeah, we can
Like
protect
Judy
you,
Garland.
Garland.
Looks like these carefully crafted NPCs, and you can't be bothered remembering their names. Thanks.
Well.
Oh,
So, what could the Marquis do? Hide me in the guild hall, in the town hall? I mean, it's dangerous, and unless you can provide me some type of safety, I'm as good as dead anyway. So don't even bother threatening me. It's not going to work.
You will have our protection. Whoever this person is, they're a coward and they need to creep around in the shadows and murder people with poisons. And we will protect you from this sort of scum.
How?
Yeah.
That's not. I
Stay
told you,
with
it's
us.
not. Excuse me, I have a florist shop to run.
Well, I mean, would you rather die?
So what are you suggesting? What are you doing? What are you doing here?
You put your life at risk when you went in league with this group or this man. The only way out of it is to defeat them, and we're the only ones that can do it. You can either sit here and wait, looking over your shoulder for the rest of your life, or we can deal with it now.
I don't think I'm explaining myself well. It's not a person. It's an organization.
If it was the name of the group that
Was it?
I'm blanking out on his name. Sorry.
The Myriad?
Grinners.
There you go. Thank you.
The Myriad. Mm-hmm.
He'll ask, is the Myriad what you're afraid of?
I'm not telling you anything until you can guarantee my safety.
God damn it! Should I just shoot her in the fucking leg?
no.
You don't have like any other spells that can get her to talk? Arrow.
Let me see. Mara. See if Mara's got anything. Well, if all else fails, she has speak with the dead. Just saying.
I can use Fey presence to charm her.
Can you bring up that spell? I'm not familiar with that one.
Yep.
Your patron has the ability to protect. Cause each creature charmed or frightened by you. Interesting. Just look something up. Go to the rule books. Protect the Hmm. Okay, well, let's start with the saving throw. That's always a good place to start because then the rules don't come into it. She fails. She is charmed by you. Just 1 second. The exact definition of charm.
Yeah,
A
because in
charm,
Friends, a charm, she's like triple charmed.
charm creature can't attack the charmer, but the charmer advantage on. Yeah, so this is going to be advantage on an ability check to interact socially with the creature.
So basically, it's the same thing you did with Friends.
Uh-huh.
Do
But
they
friend,
get the charmed condition?
yes. There's also the other thing, they can't attack the charmer, or that's not really relevant in this case. Do you charm her, Errol?
dang.
Yeah.
And what are you going to say exactly?
You can either tell us who this group is. You may not be afraid of death, but we will make your life a living hell as long as we are able, unless you tell us who this organization is, who's behind it. More people will die, and you will wish you were one of them.
Okay, well this is no longer persuasion. So yep, make an intimidation check
All right, here we go.
with advantage.
No,
Oh,
double threes.
Now, one quick thing. Not sure if I mentioned this to you, Errol, but everybody starts with a DM inspiration. Have you used your DM inspiration when you create?
I have not.
So, if you look on your character sheet, see the magical dragon that just appeared above proficiency bonus?
Uh-huh.
That indicates you have inspiration. I can just toggle it on and off. So
Oh,
every
yes.
player who enters the game automatically gets a DM inspiration. If you do something cool, you get it back. You can re-roll that if you like and use up your DM inspiration. Just putting it out there.
I would love to.
Okay, make another intimidation roll.
If I get 2 more threes, I might just get up and leave.
oh.
You got a 4 and a 6. Even better.
Slowly improving.
I will flash of genius that, make it a 15.
So
And
what?
I will also bend luck to add a 1d4 to it.
Okay. So we're at 15 plus a d4. 17.
Well, that's
It's a good number. It's a good strong number.
Better than an 8.
yes.
That was a long walk to get to a 17. Okay, look, just I can't. I've spoken out, and just come at the back room. I can talk. We can talk there. I'll tell you everything. I just don't feel comfortable doing it in my florist shop. I mean, people are literally walking past the street. Come. She starts walking towards the back of the florist shop.
Well,
I follow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go. I don't know about this. It seems like a trap, but let's go.
When Connor's
So we
outside,
can
leaning his back against the wall.
We
so
can
he goes,
take her.
You can call
It's
me.
just a halfling.
Is Attamack
Yeah.
going as well?
Yeah.
I'm going to assume Mara does as well. You enter in and she pulls up Papa's stool and there's a whole lot of like unarranged flowers at the back here. It's quite beautiful. She's look. There are very few people in this town who know how to adequately prepare a poison, purple worm poison. I happen to have, shall we say, some of the acid that's required from it. do have some other interest outside of here, let's say of alchemical nature, looking to grow flowers bigger, more beautiful, just simple things to make my business better. And one night, some people approached me and they heard about this poison and they said they had a particular use for it. And they threatened my business to burn it down, and so I gave it to them. Now, this person, I did follow them later that night back to a building that I can show you in the city, and I can tell you that it's not the Myriad as you suggest. It's not the Rigvere. It's not the Majest. It's in fact the Revelry. Are you people familiar with the Revelry?
I'm familiar with Critical Role, so yes, I am.
Errol's spent a little
Attamack
time in town. Would Errol be familiar with them?
No, but Attamack most definitely would. Attamack knows. Attamack, as a
Hi.
player, do you know who the Revelry are?
I've read a little bit up on them. I don't know a whole lot, but I do know the general basis of them.
So this is what Attamack tells you, in the voice of the DM. The Revelry, at the most basic, boring description, would be pirates. Would be the best description of the simplest description of them. I mean, along the Menagerie coast here, there's the Clovis Concord, who is basically a merchant federation of every one of the cities along the Menagerie coast. They're there to trade and do things, and sometimes not the best people. Sometimes, they force people into doing trades they don't want to do, take advantage of people. And the Revelry would say, well, we're just wanting to shake things up, almost as anarchists type of thing. Is anarchy a good thing or a bad thing? It's a philosophical debate. But they see it, the Menagerie Coast would be much better if everything was just a little less controlled as it is by the Clovis Concord. So they want to break the back of the Clovis Concord, break the back of the Merchant Federation, and just everybody trade freely without the interference of the Federation, of the Clovis Concord. So she says, you do not know what the Revelry is, right? And Attamack says,
All of that. He'll say that he knows who they are.
so I followed them back to the base, and when they were out, I snuck in and I found all these sorts of papers about ideas to break up the Clovis Concord here, and I assume that they used the poison to poison that poor young man. I mean, I can show you the building, but I'm not sure what to say. I mean, it's going to be my word versus theirs. You threatened me to do the poison. No, we didn't. Oh, damn. So that's what I have to do.
I think for now we can keep this conversation between us, and as long as you don't go running to them, we'll keep this quiet. I think the less that this is known, the better at this point in time.
Of course, my lips are sealed. And she has a dramatic, thing where she drags her fingers across her face and turns a key, then throws it away.
If you can give us general directions to this building, I think it probably best if we are not seen out together.
Yep, she says it's in the Port District, which is obviously around the thing, and she gives you detailed instructions about a building where she went to. I think it's best if you're going now.
I would agree. And I'll make toward the door.
Okay.
Well, we've got a solid lead. Should we speak to the taxidermist while we're here, or shall we make our way over to the revelry building?
Why do we need to speak to the taxidermist?
I don't know. We were just over here, and he came up and cut. He sounds like an interesting guy.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, yeah, I guess.
I mean, is he nearby, or do we have to go out of our way to find the taxidermist?
He's more in the central district. You're in a place called Latoy Plaza. It's maybe a 30-minute walk to the taxidermist.
Who was one of the leads? I mean, we've already think we know location. We can go straight there and come back to him if we don't get anywhere.
That's
But,
fine.
I mean, we know where we gotta go now.
That sounds good.
We have a lead anyway. I'm not sure what we're finding when we get there and where that will lead next. But yeah, we can. I think we know we have a direct lead. I think I'll just go straight to the direct lead. I guess. I'm sure it's something we can probably learn from him, but we can learn it later if we need to. Does that work?
Yeah. Works for me.
So you're head off to the port district, and as you're going about, you do see there's a lot of people from both guilds kind of eyeing each other off. No one's come to blows yet, but tension in the town. And yeah, you find the building that this person was referring to. It's quite a big building, maybe 100 feet by 100 feet. Doors, windows. What would you like to do?
I don't know.
Can I
What
like?
are our suggestions?
What
Maybe?
time of day is it right now? What time
It's
of day is it right
getting
now?
towards the end of the day, like 4 p.m., something like that.
Can I just like sneak around and like look for any points of entry or something?
Yes, if you stealth around, yeah, absolutely. Make me a stealth check.
Okay, I'll flip my hood up, and I will stealth. And that should be at advantage because I have the hood up.
Oh,
Ooh, good thing I had advantage. But
How do you have
also
a plus 12
disadvantage
and get a
on
9?
seeing me.
Wait, how do you get plus 12 and get a 9?
Oh, I don't know. That's weird.
That's not be possible.
That is strange.
Oh, because I have. Wait, what?
Because your 19 says you rolled an 11.
So your
That's
12's not,
weird.
12's not coming through.
You broke math.
One.
Let's have a look at your sheet, baby.
11 plus 8, it looks like. You're getting a plus 8, not plus 12.
Let's have a look. So
Oh, yeah. It's only showing the dexterity plus the thing.
It's not giving you.
let me do a separate roll here. That's what you should be doing for a start.
Yep.
But that added 16. Wait. So that's plus 8 again.
I know.
Yeah, I should have expertise in
Yeah.
stealth and stealth and investigation. That's weird.
That is weird. Let's take it as a
Yeah,
plus.
12.
So it should be a plus 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be 23 then.
Yes, because you
On the
rolled
first one.
an 11. Yeah, 23.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then it's also disadvantage on noticing me because of the cloak of elvenkind.
So it's kind of an advantage and a disadvantage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so what? So you disappear into the shadows around this building, and you guys go, "Oh, where did Vivi go?" What is Vivi doing exactly?
I'm looking for points of entry or parts that seem like a little less guarded, a little easy to sneak in.
Well, there's a big main door that leads into like a courtyard area, and that branches off into various rooms. You assume more the interior. It's like an outdoor. You assume for loading bits and pieces. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Just got
All
to.
good.
Just 1 second. Okay. So there's a main entrance. There are a couple of guards out there that look thoroughly bored out of their brain. There is a rear entrance as well, but that too is guarded. Other than that, there's lots of like shuttered windows around the place.
No, like trap doors or anything.
Not on the outside of the building. Nope.
So it's a building, not like a like a like a gate or a wall surrounding a building.
Nope. Just a building, a single-story dwelling.
Okay. Okay. So I guess I'll just head back then and say, any ideas on how to get inside?
Doors or anything?
There's only a front and a back, both with guards.
Okay.
And this is outside the revelry place, right?
This is the
Yes.
revelry place, according to the halfling.
Could always walk in like we're interested. To be honest, when she was talking, I didn't really mind the sound of it, except they killed this poor kid in the other guild.
So 2 guards in front, 2 guards in back. Is that what I heard?
Yep.
Yeah. Dang.
Could try to. I can tell
So,
them. Ooh, no, I can handle that. Pretty high
so
level spell,
Attamack
though.
will ask, regardless what happens, we can't resort to violence here.
Fine
Any
violence.
particular reason?
I have my reasons.
Okay.
Well, I'll follow your lead, O fearless leader. I mean, you are our leader, right, Attamack?
No, but I
Right
mean,
now.
if there's violence, I
Whereas-
can't be a part of it.
Well, you can. Our barbarian can be part of violence. That's gonna be that's problematic.
Well, if you say so, I mean, like, is there any specific reason we can't resort to violence? Because that's kind of what we do.
Right.
Uh,
Like, as long as you give me a good reason, I'll follow.
I don't know if I'm really allowed to share my reasons. Personal.
Well, I can hypnotize them or try, or I can even use a suggestion, tell them to walk away and go home.
What if they
That's
just
not
walk
a
back
big
inside the
spell.
building?
You mean tell them to go inside the building? Are you gonna wait till they go in the building? Is that what you're saying?
No, if you tell them to go home,
I
and
know,
then they
right?
just go inside the building.
I can tell them to go to the ocean. Go see the ocean. You can do that. Go see the ocean.
Yeah. Maybe like you can. Do you have suggestion? Suggestion, not mass suggestion.
I don't have it ready because I didn't carry both mass suggestion and mass suggestion.
Yeah, just so you don't have to burn
Yeah, it's a
such a
6 level
high level
spell.
spell. Yeah.
Yeah. I
If
get
you
2 of
cast it
those,
like
but,
fourth,
yeah.
then you can just add another target.
I know, but I don't have it ready. I didn't carry.
Barnacles.
I know. I didn't think. I didn't prepare very well actually for this. My last
Hold on.
draft.
I don't think
You
I
can
need
have
a
it.
third level. I don't think I need a third level spell slot.
Well, I can also
Are we in
hypnotize them using. Good.
Are we in a? Is there any like alleys around here?
Oh, yeah, this city's almost made out of alleys.
Okay. Oh wait, can you change your spells on a short rest, Connell, or is it just long rest only?
It's long rest only, I think.
Oh dang it! Never mind.
Well, it is getting
I was
towards the
gonna
end of the
make you.
day, so
There
Oh
you
yeah,
go.
we can do this in the morning now that we have enough information and like maybe come up with a plan.
Also have hit on a pattern, which would mean they can't move. They probably still would see us though, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I feel like you suggesting they take a break and walk away would be the best bet to get us inside anyways, you know?
Yeah, and then they'll probably make the checks. But yeah, yeah, that's fine.
by the way, Mara's character sheet is now accessible by everybody. Obviously, don't go anything and mess anything up. But if you think of a spell
Really?
that Mara can use, then just look at her
Give her
character sheet.
200 health.
So just like on the hero section
check.
under your journal, you should be able to see everything that Mara has there. I had a quick check. There's no background information that you guys wouldn't be privy to, so should be fine.
Let's peep the spells. Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, no, she just telling me about this. She added literally every cleric spell to
Which
her
is-
spell list.
Oh, I was talking about the like emojis next to
The
It's-
emojis,
everything.
but yeah,
Yeah, they're pretty
she
cool.
did that so she knows like what's for damage, what's for healing.
Ah,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, to keep track of it all.
Yeah, so long rest,
Long rest.
then
I also
storm the
you
building.
probably put. Yeah, I can also put. I guess all invisible too if you want to.
Yeah, that sounds actually pretty cool.
Or a backup plan at least, right? I could actually ask him to
Yeah.
leave first time. Go see the ocean for a while, and then if it doesn't work,
Yeah.
let's see what I could get ready. Ooh, that'd probably be good too.
Does she have suggestion? She does.
Yeah,
But,
so that would be good. That way, if I fail, she can try again.
Yeah, Attamack will vote for waiting till morning, as
Okay.
he has some things he may want to discuss with the group.
Okay, that works.
Okay.
hey, whereabouts are you staying? I mean, there was the Granted Grail, which you stayed at before.
Hey, Malcolm, it's after 11 here. Do you want to go? Do you get your kid stuff pretty soon, or?
In 20 minutes. Let's give it a little bit longer. He's getting a bit older and he just doesn't go to sleep. But at
Okay,
9
cool.
9:30.
Just checking time.
Yep, that's good.
Yeah,
I
you're cool.
appreciate it. Yep.
Okay, so where are we staying? We have a place we're staying, right? We stayed at we had an inn we were staying at, and Mara was staying at the temple.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're staying at that the Gilded Grail.
Huh?
The Granted Grail.
Granted Grail. Yeah,
Reminds me of
might as well
Monty
go back there.
Python.
Okay.
Yeah, and the other spells that I have that might be useful for tomorrow. I don't know. I mean, these are all it's sacrifice of battle spells, so just beware. But I have a modified memory if we think we'll need it. And I have
Yeah, maybe if we
mislead.
get caught or something.
Yeah, I
that
got
would be
sacrifice
smart to
battle
use.
spells from these though. We're basically we can't fight, right? What you're saying, Eddie?
Yeah.
So I need to prepare things for not fighting.
Is it a hard can't fight or can't fight unless we have to?
Can't fight.
Okay.
That's what he'll talk about. when we get back to the
Okay.
place.
Okay, so heading back to the Granted Grail by the sounds of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you remember, this place is just a huge, huge place. You look around, there's people who are obviously local, guild members who can't help but eye each other suspiciously. There's lots of people who just seem to be simple merchants. Huge cavern made, huge, almost like cavern built from bolted timber. And you see there's the Clovis Concord flag up there. And there's lots of who you assume are influential families / guilds here. A guy comes up to Attamack. Who comes up to Attamack? Attamack?
Who comes up to, oh, I got his name right here. He's such a lovely guy, that Whitby.
Whitby. Excellent. Whitby. 1 second. Attamack, that was very inspirational that you actually remembered the name of one of my NPCs. And you've obviously been taking notes. That is inspirational, Attamack. So take a DM inspiration for remembering a name of an NPC. Yes, indeed. Whitby comes up and says, Attamack, how does you and your troop goes? Have you gotten any clues? Have you solved the mystery? Have you cracked some head of some bad guys? Tell me everything. What's going on?
We got some good leads.
Oh, do tell, do tell.
Nothing's really set in stone yet, so we want to make sure before we start throwing names around, you know.
Come on. It's me, Whitby. Come on.
He'll like look at the group. What do I do?
You know more about what these bad guys than we do.
Yeah.
You know,
You're our leader. Why are you looking at us?
I am not the leader because this dude says I'm the leader.
I'm trying to make you look cool in front of your friends, Attamack.
I already am cool. I don't need to look it. I'll just tell him.
So I don't know. Yeah, you know him. We don't know him.
Yeah, we don't know yet for sure. We'll let you know maybe soon.
All right. You can't. I'm just curious, The more I know about happening in the Tessoa, the better I can make business. But anyway,
Fair.
barkeep, round of ale for these fine folks. She scurries away and comes back with some else. This is on me, Attamack. This is on me.
Thank you.
So is there anything you guys wish to do or talk about, or should we just skip through to post long rest?
I'd like to talk in private with said group, not with Whitby here.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, that's easy enough to do. I mean,
yeah.
Eventually he'll go about his own business, and you can take a moment alone. You could do it down here in this rather bustling tavern, or you could head up to your rooms and have the conversation there.
Probably up in the rooms. Might be a little better.
Okay. Just so we're clear, the cost to stay here is 5 silver pieces per person. So what would that be? 2.5 gold.
Jump change.
As long as I know, it's
nice.
chump change for you guys,
nice,
but
though. It's nice though, because it used to be.
Yo.
I don't ever
I'm still
remember.
on a budget.
Way back in session 1, Mara was robbed on her way to the place she stayed at. So she literally started with 0 gold. So mind you, she gives away most of her gold. So what are you going to do?
She does, right?
Okay.
Before we head upstairs, does anybody? I guess Attamack would be the only one that would know this. Although we saw the guards, does anybody in the tavern or in the common area look like they might be a member of the revelry?
What would a member of the revelry look like?
Like
I
they
would
would
ask.
say, "Arr."
Yeah, they got an eye patch,
Oh,
skull
there's
and crossbones.
there's a guy in the corner with a hat, skull and crossbone, parrot on his shoulder, one leg, and he rolls his R's. Plainly a member of the revelry. Yeah, that's the thing. And they would, I think, find it an insult if they all wear the same type of costume, right? The whole thing is working behind the scenes to try and, you know, break up the Clovis Concord monopoly. So that person over there, that could be a member of the revelry. That person over there could be. You don't know. It's kind of like cultists. Once they take off their robe, they're just normal people. So
Average Joes.
yeah, average
Got a point.
Joes. Yep. So you no idea what a member of the revelry would look like because they tend to not want to look like anything.
Makes sense. Errol's gonna
Yeah.
walk up to everybody in the whole bar and point at the Clovis Concord flag and say, "What a load of crap, huh?" and see how they respond. No,
You
clever.
we can go up. We can go upstairs.
Good. That could have degenerated into a bar fight,
Oh boy.
which is also fun. Okay, so you head up to your rooms. It's a private room. What do you want to do?
Yep. So I'll set everyone down and all that. Even the new guy, because he's helping us with this investigation. And I'll say the reason I can't really intervene here is because I am part of the Revelry Pirates.
What?
Errol gives a look of like begrudging respect. He thinks it's kind of cool.
Would they have like
Um,
a symbol like that they would have like tattooed on them or something? I don't,
Let's have a look.
or like branded or
Uh, don't think so.
no parrot. Definitely no parrot. And yeah, there's
so
certain laws within the Revelry that we're not allowed to intervene with each other's affairs.
so it's a fair. So you wouldn't be a part of it. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know what there's going on. You just know. You just can't intervene. We are intervening regardless.
Yeah, but I can't directly like fight anyone, hurt anyone, try to
So if
stop
we,
their plans. I can't
I
do
would
any
say,
of that.
stop their plans. That's what we're trying to do, though, is it not?
Yeah, and I can't.
Okay. So then we can't.
I mean, you guys can. I just can't be a part of it.
So are we done? We're gonna leave. Okay. Time to go.
It's just because it doesn't only affect me; it can affect my family and my tribe.
What are you attuned to right now, Attamack?
My sword, the belt of strength, and the ring, the magic resist ring.
Well, I mean, if you wanna do this incognito, I have the hat of disguise that you could wear.
What does that do
Or are
again?
you like, you can just change your appearance?
Oh,
Or are you like hard pass on, you don't want to break your
morally, he
rules of
can't
your
really
oath?
do it either. Yeah.
Okay. Well, looks like we're gonna have to force you, bud. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Just starts flexing. Try.
Mara suggests you will help us.
I mean,
So what
to
does
be
that mean,
honest,
though? Go ahead.
Errol would say, I came out this way to get out from underneath the boot of the Empire. You know, I don't know what this Clovis Concord is all about. They're just setting up another empire out here, or what? If these guys don't like the Clovis Concord, that's not anything to me.
So, Addy, what do you want to do? Do you want to just walk away?
I mean, like he feels bad about it because an innocent was killed, but also it's hard for him because he knows he can't do anything because if he does, it can have very negative backlashes on him and his family.
I mean, you got any sway with these guys? What if we do just go in and talk to them?
Yeah, just talk to him.
I've come
I
to
mean,
parlay.
Parlay.
nothing wrong with-
That's what I was gonna say.
There's nothing wrong with talking, but yeah, I just can't intervene too much. And I mean, they might not even know who I am, but if there's a slight chance that they know who I am,
What
it
if
could
can you
cause
lie to 'em?
problems. Because if it becomes too much of a problem, then the Plank King gets involved, and then that's just a whole other thing.
He's way far away, right? I don't know that. Okay.
I mean, you guys got a secret handshake or something that can get us in there?
Nope.
Well, that's why I was asking if there's like the symbol or something, but
Oh, yeah.
No.
but
It's
Most-
just
most
a
of the-
normal handshake, and you whisper secret.
In most, a
I
lot
think it
of the
just comes down
factions,
to like everyone.
like the Clovis Concord has some very obvious symbols. Everybody does, but not the Clovis, not the Revelry. Once again, secrecy is their thing. Piracy is their thing. One of the things is they do want to stop the Clovis Concord taxing people so horribly along the coasts. And this is the advantage of a merchant federation. You get to apply horrible taxes. I mean, that's the thing to keep in mind, of course. There is no good guys or bad guys, good organizations, bad organizations. It's all very grey. Like the Empire of the Dynasty. Who are the good guys? Oh,
The Empire, of course.
says the Empire boy, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Attamack scoffs.
So the Revelry,
Um,
like I just want to make it clear, they're not bad guys, quote unquote. They do want to stop the Clovis Concord taxing everybody, which is a good thing. On the other hand, they do a bit of a piracy as well to piss off the Clovis Concord. So who's a good guy? Who's a bad guy? Oh,
So pretty much where it stands is if no one notices me or knows who I am, we're fine. But if anyone can recognize me, then
Then
that
we seek parlay.
can sure.
I've
Then
Well,
read
the plan
so-
about
might
that
have
in
to change.
books.
So we know that the Revelry killed this guy. We don't know why. They could be behind trying to stir up and create this problem with the guilds. That could be the purpose, is stir up trouble. But then you would think they did that. They said they would have gone after one of the leaders of the guild, not a random guy here, right? Know what somebody said?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
The
it
guy
makes
who
sense
got
then.
killed was a nobody in terms of the ranks within the guilds.
Okay. So we
Rogue.
may still be able to solve the drama between the guilds without having to get in the way of the plot. We first need to figure out what the plot is and why, and then see if there's a way to, if not expose it, at least expose that it's not between the guilds, right? So can you do like a parlay and talk? And it's just what we'll go up there and you tell them your part, and we'll walk in and have a conversation with them, and walk out.
That's fine. Yeah.
And there's
But-
definitely no violence at that point because they'll know who he is.
But then if then I'm pretty much saying I'm part of the revelry, and if we go to the marquee and say, oh yeah, these guys killed them and they get arrested, then that comes back on me. If they can somehow inform the Plank King.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, we're getting close to a point where you wouldn't be able to do anything. We have to first figure out if it is in the way. But I have lots of things. We have lots of gadgets we can play with to try to help us change things without, the right suggestion, the right modified memory could actually fix some things without them knowing we stopped their problem. Right?
Yeah. Because ideally, if we can get in there without them finding out I'm part of the revelry, is All
Okay.
good in my books.
Okay. So you want to go in there without telling them? So let's.
Ideally.
Yeah. Can you want to disguise yourself then with the hat, and we'll go in and talk, and then if we go in saying we're investigators for the Marquis, though, they're not going to talk to us.
Yeah.
So they don't know you're they don't know if somebody walks up and we're part of this pirate gang. They won't know one way or the other, right?
Most likely not, but
But pretending to be in it probably wouldn't be a good idea for us in the future, huh?
no, because all problems between Revelry members pretty much goes to an unofficial court with the Plank King.
Yeah, I don't remember.
No, but
Probably
you're
worse.
pretending to be one, and I am a member. So if
Which could be
our
worse.
group
Yeah.
gets called out, it comes back on me.
Yeah. I'm trying to think how we go have a conversation with them without getting anybody in trouble. You know, I just want to have a conversation. I want to know what the plot is, right? Once we know what the plot is, we can figure out: do we just walk away,
Yeah.
or do we go and try to smooth out the drama between the guilds without stopping the plot?
You just
Right?
go in there and be like, "Why'd you kill this guy?"
Yeah,
And maybe
we want
like,
to know
"Oh,
what's
well,
up.
we did it because of this," and they're like, "Oh, okay, bye."
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, right. Appreciate it. Cool, man.
Walk
Sure, we go
away
exactly
is
like
an
that.
option.
Be that easy. Be
I
that easy,
mean,
right?
Errol could walk in and say he wants to join up. It's not too far out of his character to do so. I don't know who I could have in tow with me if I did that, but it wouldn't even really be a lie.
What's his character thinking right now? Where's he at in all this?
Um,
Sleep time?
he's
Sorry.
willing to help solve this problem. So if you guys want to, like, I'm willing to follow you guys to do whatever you want to do. So just tell me what you're trying to do, and
No, I
I'll
was curious
go
where your
along.
character was. I was curious
Oh, where
where
my
you were.
character
Yeah, I don't,
on
he wants to
the
get.
whole
Yeah.
revelry thing?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's willing to do whatever it takes to finish this mission,
Okay. And
if
go
that's
on
what you
to
mean.
yeah, and then go on to your
Because I
try to
have
save your mom.
I have no opinion about the revelry unless they're like trying to take a step up, like to the empire.
Yeah. Gosh, they haven't really crossed any major Connell issues yet that they could. Innocent getting hurt is not something he likes, but no, I don't know this person's innocent. Actually, assuming this person's not innocent is what I'm assuming.
Wait, what
Um,
person? The guy that got killed?
yeah.
Oh,
Somehow he
he's
crossed them, right?
he's the victim here. Don't blame him.
Don't blame the victim, right? Um,
While you ponder this, feel free to keep pondering, but I need to put a child to bed, so
Yep.
just give me a few minutes,
Absolutely.
and I'll be right back.
Absolutely.
mean we're just gonna start attacking them? I don't know. I don't think that'll go over very well.
So, have you unweaved this tangled web?
I think it's more tangled.
Yeah.
Did you guys come up with a plan, or?
In the workings of one, I think.
Okay.
It's hard to. I don't know. Yeah, it's.
Is there like someone we can scapegoat?
Apparently not.
God, I don't know what approach to take on this. I just don't see any way that they actually like admit to doing it. Oh, I was wondering why he wasn't saying anything.
Mm,
All on you, Eddie.
I don't know. So what do we need that to get from them that can prove they did it? Like, do we need to actually find the poison? Do we need someone to do a written statement that they did it? Like, because I don't
A
foresee
written
that
confession.
happening. The only way I feel like the only way we're gonna get any proof is get the poison, but then how do we claim that it's actually where we got it from? If they do in fact have it there. They could just say, oh well, anyone could have had that.
For the record, Errol just wanted to hunt giants when we had this. Would have been way simpler.
Yup. So,
I say we.
I-
I mean, I'm cool with talking to them, but if Attamack is worried about getting his family or himself in trouble, then I'll do whatever he wants to do.
no trouble will come if we just talk to them. Like
Okay.
nothing will happen if we just like talk to them and try to get answers out of them. But if a fight breaks out, he won't participate.
heard.
I'm game for talking. Just trying to find out what they're willing
Yeah.
to tell us.
Yeah. Because if we can't like get anything out of it, we can just tell the Marquis like, hey, all our leads point to the revelries, and maybe they'll investigate into it more, or they'll be like, oh, that'll just cause more problems. We'll just leave it as is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we'll go and try to talk to them.
Okay. Let's see how Connor's going with this Discord.
Is Attamack gonna take the lead on this, or should I walk in?
I'll be up there with you, but like I'm not. He's not good at talking.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so Connor's working on his Discord. It's technology. Okay, so you feel free to take your long rests. Feel free to reshuffle your spells. And I'll just say that Mara Reese, we can have her pick lots of suggestion, mind twisting type of spells because that seems to be the play here. I think maybe the reason. Oh, Connor, you back? Sean?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yep.
perfect.
All right.
Yes.
I was thinking maybe Discord was protesting because the wizard is not able to use Fireball to solve this problem.
Right.
Like, no, none of that. Okay, so morning comes, so feel free, Connell in particular, I guess, to reshuffle your spells. And as I said, Mara will take some mind twisting spells. Yep, what would you like to do? The morning is yours.
Good. I've already got my spell set up, so I'm good to go. I was doing that earlier.
All right.
We're off.
Well, let's make our way over to the revelry.
Okay, so you make over your way back over to the building. It's a fairly, as I said, it's about 100 feet by 100 feet. There's a major entrance at the front. There's a looks like a more minor. It's like, and a lot of the buildings here are merchant-based buildings. You see this area at the front where you assume goods could be traded and go back and forth, and very much a back entrance as well. There's windows all around. They're all shuttered though. What do you do?
Do we knock?
We just knock.
Well, there's a
I
door
guess.
at the front. There's a couple of guards here, just plain old human guards. Do you approach?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to
Yeah.
him with Attamack in tow, and just say, "You guys recruiting? You looking for anybody
Piss
new?"
off! Piss off!
Hey! Come on. Is that any way to treat just a fellow wanderer?
Do I
Look.
look like I'm wandering? I'm here to guard and tell people to piss off. So piss off.
I'm interested in earning some coin. Come on, look, I'm a talented young man. My services would be welcome in a fine organization like yours. Listen. I'm gonna lean in a little bit and whisper. I hate the Clovis Concord as much as the rest of you. I just want my chance to prove it.
Make a deception check, but at disadvantage.
But I mean
Ooh, that's a great disadvantage roll. What exactly is it that you want?
I just want to do my part. I want to use my talent to further the goals of your organization.
Wink,
What you're
wink.
talking about? They were just guards for the simple merchant operation.
Well,
So-
then,
so-
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Connell's going to cast a spell.
Okay.
And it's one we've been casting a lot of recently.
Suggestion. What are you
And
suggesting?
So he wants to take us to. He wants to. It's very important for him to take us to talk to his leader.
Okay, what's your spell DC?
17, I believe. Yep.
So you're interested into doing business, are you?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, well, you, points to Kono, you can come in. You can come in and talk to her, no problem.
These are my associates. I need to have them with me.
I'm going to say the suggestion carries over from that. Okay, fine. And he opens the door. You're going to need to leave your weapons in this cart there. There's a big cart just inside the main door. Swords, daggers, arrows, all that thing. Just leave them here. And then if you're here to talk business, and then there's going to be no need for fisticuffs, is there? So just leave your swords and arrows and bolts here.
Hmm. Can we so what if we left our gear with someone? Would that be okay? I don't like the idea of leaving it here in a barrel I don't know about. Outside, it'd be fine. We can have Mara stay in with our equipment.
As long
that
as the
work?
swords don't come into the compound, I have no problem with that.
Sure. You guys okay with that? I don't want to
Okay.
have to. I'm gonna go into that weapons, but I don't want to leave him here with him.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
You
Yeah.
So who's taking the weapons? What are you doing with
Mara.
Mara?
Let Mara hold the weapons. Yeah, she will stay outside, I guess.
Okay, so we'll say Mara's just waiting in an alleyway. Well, Attamack, what do you give? You're the most obvious one with a walking tank.
Yup. Well, I guess I'm getting rid of my sword and my hammer.
Okay, so Skull Crusher and Life Drinker, they're gone. Do
Yup.
you have any ranged weapons?
Me? I used them all and didn't pick them up, so they're gone. I
Okay,
have a staff. I don't know if that does anything.
we'll say
I think it's
no.
just a walking stick.
Okay, so Attamack, you give away both your swords basically.
Yup.
Mr. Shooty Shooty, what do you do? BV?
He had to go wait for to a call. I said
Oh, did he? Oh, I didn't see that. Connell
in
then.
the Discord. What are they wanting from me? I give them the scimitar.
Okay.
So he wants.
Okay, I see you have a crossbow as well, Connell.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And Errol.
Yeah, I've got one dagger and one dagger plus one that I'll just place
Okay.
there.
Yeah, does indeed appear all your weapons. Okay, so you dump your daggers down and we'll see what VV does. I suspect he's going to get up to something sneaky, but we'll get to that. Okay, so Mara, you dump all these things on Mara. She almost stumbles a little bit under the weight of all these weapons, and then she waits outside, and she looks subtly at Connell and taps her head, obviously implying that the telepathic link is still up, and if she's needed, she'll come in.
Save the day. That's what she does.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, follow me, and so the main door's open, and you go through kind of a courtyard area where a cart is waiting. Then he opens the door, and there's several people around here, mostly humans, and they all raise an eye and look at the guards, and the guards say, they want to talk business. I think they're fine. And yeah, you look around. There was conversation happening, but it abruptly stops. And then all eyes turn to this female half-orc who appears to be the leader.
Why? Oh my god.
Well,
Can we just
isn't
leave?
isn't this a surprise? Attamack, I didn't expect to see you here. What are you doing here?
I was just leaving.
Well,
Passing
no,
through.
no, pull up a seat. We haven't seen each
Oh
other for
god.
ages.
So like I'll go to the group. Everyone, this is my sister. Saying why did I spell that so weird? Denugri?
Senagri, I think I tried.
Senagri. We'll go with that. Yes, Senagri.
You can't pronounce your sister's name. So Connell's gonna ask you in your head, do you guys get along?
No.
Of course.
You didn't
Do you have
answer my
any family you
question,
get along with?
Attamack. Attamack, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Well, my guard said you're interested in doing business. I mean, It's just a simple merchant operation here, just trying to earn some money for the tribe, of course.
Kind of simple merchant business are you up to?
Oh, just trading timber mostly. Heading it down to Port Damali, there's always a good dollar to be made there. Good gold piece, I should say.
Can I insight that?
Sure, sure.
Oh my good inciting.
I need to make a roll.
Probably like the worst rolls you
Yeah,
can make against
it's you know that Sanogri has done some unusual deals before, and she's plainly up to something more than just lumber training. You know your sister, and you know hotels.
them. Yeah.
Eliminating the competition.
So it seems strange. I mean, I'm here just running a simple mercantile operation, and you come here and want to join. I mean, why would you want to join a trading federation? We're just simple traders here.
They were going to join. We were just passing through.
I will telepathically tell the group that she is not telling the whole truth. They are up to something here.
Okay.
Is Errol in on this now?
Yeah, we'll
Can
say
he-
so. Yeah. Tonight, you would help us out, so yeah, it makes sense.
Attamack, introduce me to your friends.
This is Connell, Vivi, and Errol.
Oh, well, pleasure to meet you all. So what is it that I can do for you? Attamack? Why are you here?
Oh, sister.
Yeah. Yep, it's a sister, and they don't get along is the bits that you've missed out on. They kind of
Ruh-roh.
suggested their way in, and everybody looked to this half orc, and yeah, it's a sister.
Ruh-roh.
Pretty much. So it's so is it just us and her?
Oh
Or
no,
are
there's
surrounded by
like
other people?
4 or 5 other people around here as well.
Yeah.
It's like it's like the central area of this
Right.
of this building. So Attamack, I ask
Uh,
you once again, what is it you want? What are you doing here?
So Colin's going in the head, he's talking to be annoying, and it's just so you're passing through that we're just trying to I don't know, get a deal to go south or as we go move on through something to that effect. I would say.
Attamack, do you always insist on being this simpleton? I've asked you, you look there slack-jawed as you did as a boy. Speak up!
No, we're just passing through looking for some transportation down south, down home.
And you thought coming to a merchant's house was the best course of action. Come on, Attamack, what are you not telling?
Oh my god, this chick's so annoying. Why did I make her annoying? Fuck it. We're looking into a murder.
I like it. Lay the cards on the table.
Yeah, and
Oh, do
everything
tell.
leads here to you.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Care to explain?
Make a persuasion check, just flat.
I really miss criminal shifts.
Flash of genius.
17.
Let's make that a 17.
So, can you state your question again, please, Attamack?
I said why are you really here after saying that the murder and everything leads to here.
So you say to her the murder seems to be leaving here, and what she knows about it?
Yeah.
Attamack. What is it? I heard that Aramare had a meeting with you before randomly. It seems we just can't get away with each other. And I believe he
Seems
told
fair.
you that our dear father is quite ill.
Yes.
Well, let's be honest. Aramare was, without doubt, father's favorite. And father is going to pass away. I mean, maybe not today, but one day. And someone needs to take our tribe to the next level. I don't think Aramare should do it. I'm the person to do it. I'm the one who needs to thrust our family forward into the limelight. I may have sped things along between the guilds here. Put a little disharmony amongst the guilds. We'll fight each other, we'll fight each other, and no doubt our tribe will get a better deal, shall we say, without the interference of these pesky guilds. So whatever I've done for our family.
Well, shit. Huh.
I mean,
And
what
why?
wouldn't you do for our tribe, Attamack? I mean, you have deserted us. You've left us.
I didn't desert nobody. I was sent up north.
Potatoes, potatoes. The fact is, you've done very little for the family in the recent memory. So don't pretend it was some side of mission. You've done literally nothing for the Moknathal tribe.
I've done my fair share. I may not be as good a trader as you or as wise as our dear brother, but I've always been there to protect our shipments so nothing gets stolen and gets to where it needs to be.
You've disappeared for months on end. What the hell are you talking about?
Things
Well,
went a
listen,
little south.
there's no reason that this shouldn't be a happy family reunion here. I mean, we don't need to be at odds in this. Um, you know, you've clearly caused a stir with the guilds here, but what we'd like to ask is why just this Jack fellow, and why the poison?
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. Does this man, does this human speak for you, Attamack?
Half elf.
Oh, sorry, my apologies, my apologies. Does this half elf speak for you, Attamack?
Nobody speaks with me. He's here with me.
Once again, what is it that you want?
Go ahead. Colin,
Uh,
okay. Well, Colin's goes is asked. So we're really just trying to see if we can understand what's going on with the guilds. We understand that there's a lot of tension between the two of them, and that's not good for I think anyone. Is your the business interest you have need the guilds to be inflamed, or is that accidental?
A persuasion check, Mr. Connell.
Yikes! I have a -1, just so you guys know.
All right.
Yeah.
We got a 19 coming up in it.
Oh, my dear, I think you're an intelligent man, but your wisdom is somehow lacking. Do you
True.
want to explain to him, Attamack, why these guilds going at each other's throats would be good for business?
Do I like actually know why it would be good?
Yeah,
Like other than the fact,
you know that chaos is good. You know, these two
yeah,
guilds might, in fact, kill each other, and that will leave a vacuum for trade, and
yeah.
someone like your sister could swoop in and take over.
Yeah.
Wow, just like what I said earlier.
I know, right? I know, right? So why did you choose this individual to attack rather than one of the someone higher up in the guilds? Why this person?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, there's a gentleman I'm horrible with names, so but it was recently murdered. I'd assume that would be something you guys were involved in. Why this person? Why would you? I guess, or at least you would theorize why this person would be the targeted to create the drama.
What is it's most tragic what happened to old Jack Whitbone. It's terrible. We made a donation to his family, covered some of his
Yeah.
funeral expenses. Terrible tragedy.
Yeah. Do you know? So with Jack, why Jack though? Why do you think? I mean, we've discovered or we've heard that he was murdered. Why else somebody murder him versus somebody else? Do you know what makes him important?
I have no idea.
Okay, I'm gonna try
Mhm.
something
Okay.
I'm also not good at. It's not horrible. Oh, yeah, it is. Never mind. Okay, I know nothing.
Mhm.
Insight roll.
Yep, I see it. It's a 6.
Yep,
So,
I know nothing. She's half orc. I think is what I get.
yes, I mean, it's terrible what happened to Jack. I mean, I hope someone finds the murderer. And as I said, we made a donation to their family.
Guys, anything else we can learn here? What do you guys want to do?
Attamack, you never said you had such a beautiful sister. Um,
Oh no.
um, we're simply trying to get to the bottom of things, find out what happened to poor old Jack here, and if it was the rival guild, it was the rival guild, I suppose. But I'm no fan of the Clovis Concord, and if somebody were angling against them, I certainly wouldn't speak against it. But we don't care for being in the dark on this either. We're simply investigating, and we're looking for any lead that we can. And if perhaps you have something to offer, we would be more than willing to listen.
People trade in many things. They trade in goods. They trade in services. The most interesting trade, though, is one that involves information. You are asking me for information, and you offer nothing in return.
I'm thinking you offer something. Sorry.
Well, what is it that you wish to know?
Whatever you have to offer, give me something juicy, something delicious.
I don't know if this is going to be up to your standards, but it's quite clear the Marquis is suspicious of what is going on. Perhaps if you level with us, we can throw her off your scent, so to speak. You know, we need an answer for her. That's clear. And as I said before, I'm not opposed to your aims here, but I do need to know what's going on.
Well, as I said, this tension between the guilds serves my interests well. As I said, I've taken certain actions. I didn't say what they were, but this chaos is good for me. So maybe it's best of you or just go away. I mean, wouldn't that be good for the family, Attamack? This conflict between the guilds is obviously good for us, Attamack. What could you possibly object to?
I mean, unfortunately, she's not wrong. She's never wrong. She knows everything. I I mean, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
even have a rebuttal for that one.
No, I think we should do our pleasantries and leave. I think we've learned all we can learn in this particular place, and then we have to figure out when we leave what we want, if we want to do anything about it, which I'm not sure what there is anything. Direct harm to innocence are things that I feel I have to get involved with. This is not direct harm to innocence, so that could occur indirectly. So I'm thinking that everything going on, but particularly with your secrets need to be maintained and your drama that could come up with you, not the drama, but the danger with you with the our best bet is just to walk away, I think.
I mean, knowing that it's my sister here, there's less danger because I don't think anything horrible will happen. I mean, I won't allow anyone to straight up start trying to kill my family, but
And you
I
would
don't think
know
there will be.
that despite your distances with Senugri, she wouldn't want to harm you either.
Yeah.
And family's
Okay.
family. You obviously have different positions here, but yeah, you're blood.
You'll,
Okay.
but she's obviously not going to give us anything, not for free. And I don't know if we really have what she requires to trade.
All right. So I'm going to do one more thing for fun. How many people are in this room?
There's 5 kind of part of her group, I guess, in her. So 6 including her. 1 half orc, 5 humans.
How many can I do? I'm going to cast my suggestion.
Okay.
Everybody in the room and say you all like us and want to help us as best as you can. Just because we're getting ready to leave, and I'm not trying to get anything particular out of it. Just trying to make a friendly exit, and any other help and assistance they can give us is what we're looking for.
Okay, now you do need to. I assume you don't want to be seen casting this spell.
Correct.
There's no somatic component, so that's something.
Mm-hmm.
There's a snake's tongue that's required.
Mm-hmm. Do it in my pocket though, right?
Yeah, you don't worry about material components, but there's something.
Yeah.
That needs to be involved, and you're at least talking.
So I'm whispering, basically. This is what I'm doing. It's verbal. So V is verbal means, right?
Yep.
And have that snake's tongue in my hand, kind of thing, and the robes, kind of doing something.
Okay, as Attamack has pretty much been dominating this conversation as long with the Errol, I'm going to have you make me a sleight of hand check, but at advantage, because no one really cares about this elf.
Yeesh. Yeesh.
Personally.
Yeah, it's bad.
Wow.
14. That advantage. If that advantage would be horrible, but
the one would have been.
Wait, this is sleight of hand.
Yep.
What's it called? Flash of Genius.
Nope.
Oh wait, no, that's
thank you, Treaty.
That's a natural one. It doesn't matter. I don't want to waste.
It's a 14. It's a 14. It's at advantage. It's 14, Phoebe.
Oh.
And you don't know he's doing this, so you can't give him a flash of genius. I mean, he's doing it subtly.
He probably saw me.
Yeah. So your sleight of hand 14 is counteracted by their passive perception, and none of them have a passive perception of 14 or higher. So you get away with it. Mara absolutely knows what you're doing with her massive passive perception.
Even from the other room outside, she knows.
She knows what's going on. Okay.
You know, I got this spell, I'll tell you that.
And it lasts for 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Long ass time.
Okay. So can you state what you asked again, and we'll pick it up from there?
So you all like us a lot, and you want to help us as much as possible.
Senugri says, "Oh, I don't like you at all. Perhaps it's best if you leave."
Okay. All right.
So Attamack, go whatever the hell you're doing. I mean, you're never a very good trader. I mean, quite frankly, I didn't want to say, but Father never wanted you to trade because more often than not we're on the losing side. But this is a winning move, so perhaps it's best if you just go.
Oof.
Ouch. Words hurt, you know. Even if it's the truth.
So scurry along, go back to whatever the hell you were doing. I'll take care of the family like I always do.
Sure. Nice to see you too.
She just smiles back at you. You guys leave?
Yep.
Okay.
No one's got anything else, then yes.
So we solved the well, we only solved it for sure, but we're pretty sure we know what happened, right?
Yeah.
Where do you go? Are you just talking in the alley? You going somewhere?
No, we're all left, so we're leaving, walking back, right to the toward the end together.
Okay,
Yeah.
so granted, Grail. Yep, you can go back to your room, your quarters, if you like.
Yeah, and talk either telepathically on the way or we'll meet back and do one.
Okay.
So yeah, so what do you guys want to do? I mean, do we want to go tell anybody this? Are we just gonna leave?
Well, I mean, we can't tell anyone this.
Yeah, anything we tell would say you would be interfering with their plans, right, Addie? So we can't even tell
Yeah.
anybody anything.
And like from a personal standpoint, she was 100% right that this does help my family.
All right, then.
As bad as it may seem to you guys, this is kind of the
Yeah.
norm in this
There's
area.
a knock on your door.
Okay. Addie, you can get that. You're the leader.
I want to be the leader, but I'll get the door.
Okay, you open the door. It opens up, and standing there is one of the humans that was in the room, just listening along. You remember Connell cast mass suggestion?
Yep.
It seems as if some agree passed it, but not everybody passed it. And I do note that the duration is 24 hours, which I think is a lot longer than a normal suggestion, so that's awesome. And he says, can I come in?
Of course.
Sure.
So he gets in and quietly pushes the door behind it. You know, it was her, right? She was the one who got the poison. She was the one who, well, not her directly, she hired thugs to do it, but she was behind it all. She acquired the poison, gave it to some random nobody and forced him to do it. He did it, and forced another person to set fire to the boat. But she's behind it all.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
So Eddie, again, you don't want us to stop this, right? Or turn her in, or it all have somebody else turn her in or anything, right?
I feel like at this point, if we turn her in, it's gonna point back to us.
But I could suggest to this individual, I'm saying this in my head to Addie, that they would be extremely helpful to us if if they would turn themselves in and tell the Marquis what was going on. I don't know if they do or not. It would be harmful to him.
Like if this guy in the room turns himself in and
Yeah.
as a witness,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. He's probably gonna die for it. So I mean, if you're
You don't
okay
know
with
that.
that,
Well, first of all, he's part of it.
I know that. He's probably gonna
Yeah.
be killed.
I mean,
So you know this
it's
is
up to you. It's up to you. I mean,
it's very
go ahead.
dangerous for me to do this, right? I mean,
Yeah, I
I
understand.
told you what I
It's
need
very
to go.
appreciative. It's very helpful. Thank you.
I need to go now.
Okay.
Senagri knows I'm gone. This is dangerous for me. So, good day to you. And he goes to leave.
All right.
Yep.
It's okay.
Okay, so he's gone.
Yeah, let's get out of town. Let's get out of town. I don't want to. If anything gets in the way where in the way where I have to defend them, I could not do it. And this feels like this town's a powder keg about to go off.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the background that Yeah. Just yeah.
Let's get out of here. Like, just get up. Let's get up. Get her. Just leave. You guys cool with that? Errol, you're free to come along. You're very helpful with all this. If you feel like traveling and want to kind of travel a little while with this, we welcome some company. I don't know how far. We have some of the missions we're on, and I don't know if we want to go all the way. But if you want to help us, you want to get out of town with this, you're welcome to come out of town with this.
I've been looking for a reason to get out of here anyway. So if you'll have me, I'll come along.
All right, you guys, we're all good. Maybe we're good to get out of here.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to our mission to help Vivi's mom.
Okay. So what do you do?
Where are we going, guys? We want Port Demolish still? So we're going?
Are we able to
Yeah.
actually get on a boat to deliver some lumber down south?
You can, absolutely.
Just as like protection and maybe get paid.
Mm-hmm. So let me just say something like, you absolutely can go down the river and get to Port Damali. That's fine, no problem. There's also the Giants thing as well. I don't know if you want to investigate that. I mean, it's up to you guys.
We could put things to rest with the marquee. Tell her,
Tell her what?
just tell her we looks pretty cut and dry. You know, the kid was murdered. Could be from the other guild. Ask her if she wants us to check out this giant issue. Could be money in it. But if you have more
okay.
pressing matters, then I understand that too.
Yeah, I mean, the Giants are interesting, and I feel if we fix that, I would feel better at leaving the other stuff. But at the same time, I think that we've delayed Vivi his mission long enough. Vivi, what say you on that one?
Well,
Are you eager to?
so as a player,
Mhm.
I don't know if this is like tied to Attamack's
Mhm.
growth or not, so I don't want to get in the way for that. But as a character, I'm all set on just heading to Port Damali to get to that island.
Hey, are you wanting to do anything with the Giants to help kind of solve some of this? Or are you wanting to get out of here? Fast?
Probably not at this point. He's pretty pissed at his sister, and he kind of just wants to get out of town.
All right, let's get out of here then.
Okay.
I know in the long run it
Sorry.
might affect something, but there's just too much going on in this town at this point. It's kind of a lost cause.
I feel like a powder keg a bit.
It's almost like when you take out a big organization, it creates even more chaos.
Here we go.
Okay, so what do you guys do? Are you going to talk to the Marquis, or what's going on?
I think we're just going to leave, right?
I think we should talk to her instead of just leaving. At least try to leave on good terms, and then see if she can get us a job to take some lumber down the river. We might get a better boat than a raft, too.
Sure.
And maybe get paid to do it, since we're just going that way anyways.
All right. Let's talk to the marquee.
Okay. So, I mean, she does know that what you're trying to do here. So you go into the town hall. You talk to the secretary, who has you wait in the waiting room again. And before long, the Marquis Tusilalatu comes up and says, "Oh,
but before we go in, I want to enhance ability Errol to give him advantage on charisma checks."
How long does that last?
Let's see. It lasts. Enhance ability. It lasts
An hour.
1 hour.
Okay, so advantage on charisma checks. Okay, no problem. You can do that easily enough before Errol and the rest of you enter. But she sits you down and says, tell me, what news? Have you got to the bottom of this? This dreadful business between the girls. So who do you know? Who killed poor old Jack? Who was it?
Well, unfortunately, it seems like it was just a street thug that went in and got him. Doesn't lead to much, but we did our due diligence, and that seems to be the case. Um, the the boy was killed by some common thug.
A common thug. That seems hard to believe. Um, so no association with the Magist Guild, just a random killing?
Seems that way. Yes, the boy wouldn't have been enough for either, the Magus Guild to be even interested in, and it seemed like somewhat of a sloppy job. So it seems, this man, some common thug, disappeared afterwards, and it's an unfortunate tragedy.
Not related to the guilds at all.
I don't think so, no.
Make a deception check at advantage.
Ba, 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 ba.
Hey, that's pretty good advantage.
That is pretty good. Oh, that is it's most unfortunate because it's caused such tension in the cities. I'm sure it was the Magist, but you seem like a trustworthy fellow, she says, not knowing you rolled deception. And what about this dreadful business with the boat on that got caught fire? Who was behind that?
Well, it's tough to say there as well, but you wouldn't blame the Rigver for wanting some revenge, as we went in this fully believing that the Magus was behind it. So I think you'll find that they probably just went with their guts and took revenge. You can't really blame them for that, but that would be what it seems anyway.
Now the deception check at advantage. Another 25. Well,
First.
it seems as if this whole dreadful business has just been at the heart of it, a tragic misunderstanding by this idiot who stabbed poor old Jack in the back. And you're right. I knew of Jack. He was, once again, a simple, hard-working lad. Well, this is all interesting information, but how can we use this to calm the tension between the guilds?
Well, if I were you, I would forbid any further retaliation. Competition is just part of business. You need to show a strong leadership role and put an end to it.
Oh, my dear, if I could do that, I would also reverse the call of the Tyoden River. Drink the waters from Copier Lake and be done with it. What you're asking me is impossible. I mean, I can say don't do it, but it will solve little.
Well, then let me offer this. If the guilds are willing to start a war over something like this, simply allow more competition. Let others have a hand at it if these two won't behave. If there's others willing to send lumber down the river, let them do it. You should not reward this sort of behavior.
I mean, we've traditionally had a very excellent relationship between the guilds. I mean, that's the whole point of the guilds. They organize things, they make things run smoothly. So I'm not going to about turn my back on them and suggest a third party comes in. That would be ridiculous.
Well, you said yourself they allow things to run smoothly, but see how things are running now. I say they're not holding up their end of the bargain. You have no responsibility to yours.
Well, let's just say they've had a lot of political capital over the years. I'm not about to turn my back on both of them at this stage. It would be political suicide.
I understand your predicament, and I am certainly not a politician, and I will defer to your wisdom on this. But please take my words into counsel.
She shrugs. Well, thank you for your information, but you have solved nothing for me. I mean, the heart of the problem was these ghouls going at each other's throats, and nothing you've said or done is going to change that.
Um. Well, I suppose you're right. We did come to the truth of the matter, though. You'll have to take my word for it there. I'm sorry it's not more useful to
Well,
you, but sometimes
I do appreciate the effort, but it doesn't really solve the root cause of my problem. But do not get me wrong, I do appreciate the efforts.
well, fellas, unless you have something else, I think we should maybe be on our way.
Yep.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. Trying to get my thing unmuted. Yep.
I tried to get us something out of it.
Yup. Can only do so much.
And the Marquis, walks you out to the door and says, "Well, best of luck to you. I'll try and resolve this mess as best I can. Uh, can I be of service? Can I help you guys? Where are you off to? Assume you're heading down to Port Damali. There's not that much to the north of here."
Yes.
Yes, we were seeking passage down there, and if we could, assist in some boat bringing timber down the river, maybe make a job of it, we'd be more than happy to. But passage would do.
Well, we're forever sending logs down the Tyoden River. And you've seen these just while you've been there. There's almost like a central ship that's either paddled or those stick things that you push along with boats. I don't know what the technical name is, but sticks to move them along. And behind the central barge type thing is a just it's almost like a train with logs tied together. Then behind that another log, behind that another group of logs, behind that another group of logs, and they slowly make their way tired down the river. So you've seen these vessels. It is well if you. I mean, you could walk. You could go along the. I'll show you on the map here. So there are two ways to get to Port Damali. So I'm just struggling with my map here. There's across the river, but there's also the Tyoden Byway, walking along the road. It's both of these will get you to Port Damali. If you wish to travel by river, I'm sure you could escort some of these logs. They're also always looking for mercenaries to take them along the Tyoden River. There'd be good coin. I mean, I'm going to say about 90% of our lumber arrives in Port Damali successfully. We have known incidents, people coming from the forest, just simple bandits, some other creatures as well. So if you want to get there relatively safely, go via the byway. If you want to earn a little bit of coin, go via the river. And I could definitely set you up with a merchant who could pay you a reasonable rate to protect his goods going down the river.
Let's make some money.
Yeah, I'm good for the river.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I believe there's one leaving first night. Perhaps I'll introduce you to the captain, and you can take it from there.
Sure.
Okay. Follow me, and she takes
So
you.
is the captain gonna be Addie's like long lost girlfriend? I'm just curious.
Oh, I don't know. Couldn't possibly say.
Be funny. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes. So she takes you back to the Granted Grail, and she says, but just wait here. I'll be right back." And I assume you take a seat. And she comes back, and she comes back uh, with another female. She's tabaxi, as in a cat type creature. She's dressed in leathers, very much looking like a pirate type of character as well. You know, she's got the long necklaces and the beads and the almost over the top flourish about her. And she says, "Well, this is Captain Whispers. Um, these people would are interested in guiding you." And Whispers, Captain Whispers, he says, "Oh well, my name is actually Nine Whispers, but you can just call me Whispers if you like. I do have a train, as we call it, heading down to Port Damali. And what can you do to help protect my precious cargo?" And she's sitting up on all fours on the chair. She's not sitting down. She's kind of almost on all fours, sitting down, peering around at each one of you, trying to get a read on you. "So what can you offer me? What are you good at?"
Well, these are dangerous times. You know, the guilds have had their boats set on fire, and we can make sure that doesn't happen to you.
Oh,
We're all quite capable, and we're simply seeking passage down the river and a bit of coin, and we can guarantee your safety.
quite skilled, eh? And she brings a copper piece out of her hand. And she's kind of done one of those tricks where it goes between hands. So you're quite talented, are you? And she flicks the coin right at your face, Errol. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
So that would be a 14, not a 23. So the good
Nope.
news is it doesn't smack you straight between the eyes. I kind of bat it away or dodge it, but it doesn't hit for where she's aiming through. And she says, "You seem barely adequate, but suppose I could spare some coin for you to come down, unless you have any other skills that I don't know of. Apparently being quick isn't one of them."
Well, we're a multifaceted group. We have all sorts of skills. If you're looking for someone specialized in the arcane arts or someone with a bit of muscle, there's plenty we can offer.
"Give me a sample of these arcane arts. I assume it's you, Elf," she says, talking to Connell.
Kind of was gonna shake his head as if he's talking to her. Cast that. And then walk up behind her as he's still talking to her because she still sees him in front of her, nodding, making motions to her in front of her, and then when she's engaged or waiting, he'll tap her on the shoulder and become visible again behind her.
She
Is that good
turns.
enough for you?
"Oh, that is more like it. Someone who's mastered the art of illusions. That is much better. I assume you, Half-Orc, you're the strong one?"
Yes.
She puts her hand down in the arm wrestle position.
Uh-oh. This is where I'm gonna fail my check again, isn't it? Mara ripped a door out of my hands before. I'll grab her hand as to
Okay,
arm wrestle.
so she goes and she rolls a 12. a strength straight check, Attamack.
Yeah.
You get her hand and it starts bending back, and she says, "Ah!" And she comes back with a natural 1. See if you can beat a 3, Attamack. Boom. Oh! She shakes her hand. Wow, that is exceptionally strong. And finally, you, a human, what do you have to offer on this excursion down the river?
Throws money at her.
I'm I'm more of I'm the one that's more of the quick fingered one.
Do you have any weapons that you use?
He pulls out his gun.
Yeah, shoot this. And she flicks another coin up in the air towards the ceiling of the
I
place.
shoot it.
Make an attack roll. Please natural 1.
Oh,
Please a
God.
natural 1. Please a natural 1.
Right?
Please
natural
not
1.
let me miss. It's a 16.
Pachoo! The coin splits in half and clatters to the floor. Well, apart from the half elf, you all seem quite capable.
What?
Are you the leader of this group? She says, talking to Errol.
No. I'm just kind of the face of the group.
Oh, that's most unfortunate. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So, I think the travel down to Port Damali is going to take the better part of a 10-day. I can offer you 5 gold pieces per person per day. Needless to say, if trouble comes, I expect you to solve it.
If trouble does come, we get any of the loot they might leave behind, I assume.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, because you still have the VV's thing. Yes, I think that is fair. I mean, most of the time we get attacked by bandits, and bandits, by definition, tend to be broke. So, absolutely, you can have anything you like.
Fair enough. I think
So-
we've got ourselves a deal.
Okay, so we leave first thing in the morning.
Sounds good.
I'll see you at the docks. Don't be late.
Okay.
And she gets out of the
I don't know about you guys, but I hope we get attacked.
Okay, anything you wish to do in preparation for your trip down the river?
Sleep and cry because my
I need to
siblings
pick
are
up.
mean to me.
I need to pick my armor up from the armorer.
Oh, right.
So that armor was what are we doing with the armor
The
again?
plate mail.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Full
Yep.
plate.
Done. Ready for you.
And then over the night, I just make some modifications to it and turn it into my power armor.
Sure, no problem. Yep. So feel free to adjust your AC accordingly. But yep, your full plate is absolutely ready.
All right, 20 AC, y'all. 20 AC, no shield. Let's go.
Anything else you wish to do?
Nope. Nothing I need to do, at least.
Connell, Errol?
No. Errol's anxious to get on the river.
Oh, we got a rest for the night before, right?
Yep. And she says leave first thing in the morning, so long rest away.
Right. Okay. Okay. Just checking spells out. That's all. Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so the next morning, you find 9 whisperers getting her boat ready. She's got a couple of other crew members who. She's got 4 other crew members actually who are either paddling or using their barge poles. That's what they're called, using their barge poles to push the ship down the river. And she says, "Well, come aboard. The day is waiting." So I assume you jump on board.
Yes.
And the 4 oarsmen slash pole pushers. There's a word for it, but it's escaping me. And you
Gondoliers.
gondoliers. There we go. The gondoliers start pushing you down the Tyrden River around Tusoa. Things are fairly placid. I mean, if there are bandits, why would you attack right at the port town? But you spend a good 3-4 days with nothing much happening, and you gently start drifting down the Tyrden River. Is there anything you'd like to do along the way, or are you just along for the ride?
The long
think,
ride.
So I think you're going to see kind of something different. He'll be actually getting the scimitar out and actually working through some forms he saw and he was taught as a child. So a very different sight for the group.
Okay.
That'd be it.
Cool. So, as I said, 3-4 days pass by relatively uneventfully. You get to about here, where the river kind of narrows a little bit, and this is very much where the gondoliers start coming into play. Pushing along, doing well. Everybody make me a perception check, please. Just 1 second.
Nice.
Sorry, I should have had this organized. Second.
Oh, that was a Mara perception. I do not have a plus 12.
Okay.
I wish, but no.
Okay. So let's see these perception rolls. You do hear some rustling in the forest. And you look around, and before you can kind of react, a large log falls right across your way in the middle of this river. And coming out of it, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people kind of emerge from it and says, I think you'll find that those logs belong to the rivalry. So it's best you just hand them over. Rather strangely, you hear from the side of it as well this almost like a large ape making lots of noises from the side. And they say, yeah, we don't want to unleash our friends, so maybe it's better if you just hand over those logs and be on your way. What do you guys do?
Errol's gonna look at Attamack and be like,
Right.
"Can we
Right.
kill these guys?"
He'll just shrug.
I mean, if we kill them all, there's nobody that's gonna say boo about it, right?
Yeah, no. Shrugs and says, "Go for it."
Nine Fingers says, this is exactly what I hired you for. What the hell are you waiting for?
All right.
Yeah, of
Let's
course.
fucking kill him, yo.
So this is the boat you're on. I couldn't find a good tabaxi token, but this is 9 fingers, 9 whispers. Sorry. These are the bandits. This rather large creature over here is hooting and hollering. It tends to be chained down at the moment. But let's, for the first time in a number of sessions, actually do some combat. Okay, roll
Alright.
for initiative.
Been a hot minute.
I lost that too.
Initiative. Ooh.
What? I rolled a 2 and a 5. What is this garbage?
And the brakes. So my roll all NPCs at the same time button isn't working for some reason, so do these guys individually.
It shows them all in turn order for me.
Yeah, I just have to, usually I can select a whole bunch and click one button and it rolls it for me all at once, but
Oh,
I'm having to do these individually. That's how
gotcha.
tough my life is. Yeah.
Oof.
Okay, so you can see these guys. They're equipped with scimitars and some daggers. So that's what you're looking at. Vivi, you're first to react. What do you do?
I'm gonna shoot this guy right here
Sorry, which guy?
with this guy
Okay.
with my poison gun.
Oh, nice.
19 to
19.
hit.
Yeah, I see you, Attamack. You got a 7.14.
No, I don't see Connell in the. At
Oh,
least on
sorry.
my screen, he's not showing up in my
Oh,
turn
yep.
order.
I didn't
Oh,
see you
sorry.
on the live.
True.
Yeah. I have my thing clicked. My bad.
What was your
I was
roll?
in my sheet. 20.16.
20. So I'll add you a turn. 20.116. Okay, so still
The
Vivi.
sneak attack doesn't apply here.
Yes, so total of 13, including the poison.
Yeah.
Shot rings
and
out.
then I'll shoot again.
Okay. Takes the bullet in the arm. Growls back at you. He's got his eyes on you. You shoot again?
Yeah. 21. Ooh, that's better.
Wow, that is. Yep, 29 damage. He takes it full into the chest and he starts bleeding out, but he's still standing up. But that hurt.
And I'm just gonna stay on the boat. I'm fine here.
All right. A couple of shots ring out. This guy comes out, wades through the river, looks at Vivi, and is going to try and pull you out of the boat. So you can make, I'll tell you what you need to roll. It's a +4 to athletics. So you rolled a 15. So try and beat a 15.
Okay. Oh no! Flash of genius.
Oh, okay. In the event of a tie with skill challenge, nothing changes. So he doesn't pull you off of the boat. He growls at you though, and he is going to try and, with his second attack, he's going to try and jab you with his scimitar. Come with me, boy. And he rolls a 23. Gets you right in the
That
weak spot
hits.
under your armor. Rolls terribly though, and only does 4 points of damage. Is that right?
Is that all you got?
Slacks as you again, but you
Oh.
use overconfidence and you duck underneath it. So one hit wasn't the best of rolls, but that's fine. Connell.
All right. What do we do? So this is this terrain is it's a difficult terrain. What's the is it?
It is difficult terrain, but you can get through it fairly easily. As in, it's not deep. It's not deep, but it is difficult.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. What's the distance there?
Oh,
So,
yep, carry on.
can you hear me?
Yes. Just remembered
Yeah.
I didn't roll Mara
Connell-
in, but she's in now.
Okay. Connell's gonna do bonus action and do Blades on, which is new. Try that out. And then action, we're gonna do a spell. We'll do hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna do one second, hang on. See if I got it. I don't have that ready. Okay, never mind. Yeah, hypnotic pattern. I'll roll it first. And we're gonna do it. Take out the big guy. We're gonna try to take out the ape.
Okay.
With that spell.
Uh,
Wisdom save 17, I believe.
Okay. Well, let's put a 30-foot cube on there.
Mm-hmm.
Where? Boop.
No, God, I thought it was okay. Never mind.
So
I can get him in. I can't quite. Can I still get him or no? Or even
so what? Roll a d6 on a 4, 5, or 6. You can get both of them.
Okay.
So roll a d6. You want a 4, 5, or 6.
I didn't get either one of those.
Okay, so just the ape. Okay, so
fair enough.
So the ape needs to make a wisdom
save. 17 DC.
Sorry, just a sec. Tokens a bit. Sorry, I got my. Just 1 second. Okay, so wisdom saving throw. It's got a +1 to this. It was a 4. Okay, so fails. The creature is incapacitated and is this. Okay, so it's effectively dazed. So unless it takes damage, it's going to stay that way. It doesn't even get a saving throw at the end of its turn, right?
Right. Yeah. Effectively, it's asleep. Kind of same effect.
Okay, just move here for a second. Sorry, just it's being weird for me. So there we go. He's over there and he's kind of swaying back and gently looking at this hypnotic pattern going around his face. He is still tied up, by the way. Now I noticed it did something weird with the order. For some reason it put Connell in front of Errol. Now Errol was not in front, but Errol, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna hit the guy in front of VV with my Eldritch Blast. It'll be three separate blasts.
Oof, nasty.
So let me roll.
Hit.
All right. And so I also have Repelling Blast on that. So if he's still alive at the end, he's going to be 30 feet back from where he is right there. So,
okay. For more damage.
There's 1 damage. 9. There's another damage.
18. 24. Okay, so you just lean over the boat. He doesn't die. It's knocked back over to there. And it looks up at you and growls.
All right, I'm gonna use Quicken Spell, spend 2 sorcery points, and do that again.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit him with 2.
Both hit.
I'm gonna hit him with 2, and then I'm gonna hit the guy directly east of me, so the guy that's closest to me with the last one.
Okay. All 3 hit.
All right, there's that first one for 15.
That's better. Yep.
Oh my.
Second one.
30.
Oh
He's
my.
still standing, but he's looking rough. Oh, wow.
Wow.
So the one directly to the east of you. This
Yeah,
guy?
so the one below him. Sorry.
Yeah, he's already taken damage from VV, but he's still standing. Do they get knocked back again?
Yes. Yeah, they'll take 10 for every time they got hit.
10 for. Oh, I see how it works. Okay, so he was there. 1, 2. That's it for him. This guy gets knocked right back over to by the 8s. Okay. Now, my turn. So there was this guy here. Comes forward to the riverbank. He sees Connell having cast a spell and doing something to his ape friend. He's going to throw 2 daggers. He's not quite able to get there, so these are going to be a disadvantage against Connell. But 2 daggers. Ooh, a 23 and a... Oh, yeah. I always roll an advantage because it just happens so often. But I rolled a 23 and a 7. And I rolled a 21 and a 6. So, whoosh, whoosh, they both come flying over your head. This guy here, he is going to get a little bit closer and do the same thing. Throw 2 daggers at Connell. This one's straight rolls. 24 hit. Connell? Connell.
You shield.
Are you shield?
Yeah, sorry, you shield.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Psh, psh, crashes off your shield. So what's your AC now?
28.
28. Crap.
Jeez.
Okay, this guy here is going to rush up to Vivi. Bring out his scimitar, makes 2 slashing attacks. 1, 2, 21 and a 20.
Both hit.
So you take a total of 16 points of damage. And he says, "You're gonna bleed, boy." And he gets his dagger and tries to stab it up as a 3rd attack, but you're getting a too overconfident and the dagger shot goes wide. Mara.
You said it was 16 damage?
9 plus 7, yep, 16.
Alright.
And now it's Mara's turn. Tell you what, I think this might be a good place to end it. This is not going to be resolved soon, and it would be useful for Mara to have, since she's next turn anyway, I think that makes sense. How does that sound, guys?
Sure.
Works for me.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right. And yeah.
Gives me time to plan my attack.
So,
You're gonna play complicated, right?
Just run
Attamack.
in and smash something.
Right.
So what did you think about that, Attamack? Your good old sister turning up.
Why did I make my family hate me?
Isn't that the
I wasn't
jobs of a
expecting it,
family?
but then he said there's a half orc, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah. I did whisper to Attamack as well that it was his sister, so he knew going in. But it was interesting.
Yeah.
But it was interesting that you guys decided to walk away because it was complicated, right?
Yeah.
Backing up a teammate. Yep.
But we'll see. I'm sure that won't be your last encounter with Sanogri or Aramar or Gulagak or all the other bits and pieces. And yes, I have looked and read your updated character sheet, updated background, so that's all cool. Thank you, Attamack.
Yep.
But thank you very much, gentlemen, and we'll be back hopefully with Mara next week. Take care.
Yep.
Keep safe. We'll see you next
Thanks,
time.
guys. A lot of fun,
thank
man.
you.
Appreciate it.
Okay, bye-bye. Take care.